snowman just crawled out of a book. That doesn't just happen.
You just released every monster I've ever created.
What was that?
It's the Invisible Boy.
Ow!
He's such a crap.
And that was a bit from the Sony Pictures film Goosebumps, starring Jack Black as the author, R.L. Stine, the writer behind the Goosebumps phenomenon, whose monsters come to life in the film and are unleashed upon the world. The movie is now available on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. And joining us now to discuss the film, as well as a book drive partnership between Scholastic and Sony Pictures, is R.L. Stine himself. Bob, welcome. It's so great to have you here. Here we are.
Yes.
How fun to have Jack Black playing you in the film.
Strange. I know, to be a character in a movie.
How involved were you in the whole movie-making process?
Not much.
No?
I'm the author. No one talks to the author. Who talks to the author? But once I was a character in the film, then I got to talk about it with them. And, you know, my main interest was to make sure the movie had the same blend of humor and horror that the books have. And that it didn't get too scary or it didn't get too silly, that kind of thing.
And were you happy with the balance?
Yes, very.
Good.
I got lucky.
Good.
You know, when you're an author and somebody does a movie, you don't know how it's going to, it was probably going to be horrible, right? But I got lucky. It turned out to be good.
Did Jack Black consult with you when developing his character?
Jack actually flew to New York in a blizzard, and we had lunch. I think he came just to look at me and try to figure out. And he said, Bob, what in the script is true about you? And I said, nothing. So I didn't help him at all, right? No. And he said, I'm going to be a sinister version of you. That's what I'm going to do. Because as you can see, I'm not too sinister.
No, he has your glasses, though. He's wearing your glasses.
Well, they made him wear the glasses. They cleaned him up. They cleaned Jack up, right? And they made him wear the short hair. And
well, I have to confess that I'm a huge fan of your books, as is my son, my 9-year-old son, who was very excited I was going to talk to you today. And he wanted me to ask you a question.
Yes.
He wanted me to ask what you were like as a young boy. Were you drawn to horror stories? Were you scared of lots of things?
No, I was funny.
Oh.
I was the joker. I was, you know, and when I was 9, when I was his age, I was in my room typing stories, funny stories, and doing little comic books. And I'd be in my room. I was this weird kid, just typing all the time.
A writer even then?
Yeah. No, why? Why did I like it so much?
And
my mother, you know, would come to the door. She'd say, go outside and play. What's wrong with you? I'd say, it's boring out there.
I'm working on my empire, Mom. You'll see.
I know.
So what drew you then to create these great horror stories?
Well, I was doing funny books, and they were doing okay. I did a humor magazine for a while, and then I wrote one scary novel, a horror novel for teenagers called Blind Date. And it was a #1 bestseller. And I thought, wait a minute.
I'm onto something here.
Yeah, wait, I found something. And it turned out kids like to be, I said, forget the funny stuff.
They like to be scared.
Right. I never planned to be scary.
But you know, it's interesting, though. Your books are scary. They don't shy away from the horror, even though they're for, you know, younger kids. Is it the humor that keeps them from being...
I think so. That's part of it. And my one rule is they have to know it couldn't really happen.
Right.
If kids know it's a fantasy, I can go pretty far with the scares.
You can.
And that's my one rule.
Now, any horror stories coming up for adults?
No.
No.
No. Why would anyone write for adults? I don't know.
Good question.
Why? No, I love kids. Kids are the greatest audience. They're just the best. You hear from them. They write to you.
They love you.
Yeah.
You're going to keep doing Goosebumps, though. We're not going to...
We just signed on for 5 more.
Fantastic.
It's going up to, it'll be up to Goosebumps' 25th anniversary.
And how many Goosebumps novels are there in the world now?
Oh, I lost count.
They're fantastic.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we hope you keep writing them. Bob, thank you so much for being with us
thanks,
today.
Tanya. This was fun.
Thank you.